So welcome back to my channel again. I want to thank you if you have been here before. This is the first time being here. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel where I share everything digital marketing and specifically help you build that brand you want to build online. And I'm talking about digital products that you want to sell online. This is the best place you need to be because everything digital marketing, I teach you how you can manage your social media and run ads, everything technical aspects of setting up your website and setting up your accounts on all the platforms that will help you build that brand you want online is what I talk about on this channel. So you're welcome, and do me a favor, subscribe if you have not done that, so you will be notified most of the times I post videos like this. Now we're talking about Instagram specifically today, right? And Instagram, you and I understand that is very important. The problem here is how you use it, how you approach it, and what you do with Instagram that either breaks you or make you. All right, and that's what I'm talking about in this video. And make sure you watch this video till the end so you will get enough insight, understand what you need to do in 2025, know what is working and how to approach it for you to be able to succeed selling digital products online. And I'm saying that because majority of people try some of these things in their way. They don't know what is working, they don't know the right thing to do, and they're fed up after a few months.
A few moments later.
Because they don't see results, and it's just because they don't do the right thing, which is why I want to talk about Instagram today, how important it is, and what you need to know, what you need to do to be able to succeed online with Instagram. So first, I have like 5 parts of this video. Number 1, we are talking about why Instagram still works in 2025, and I want you to understand this. It is still a very important platform, whether you agree or not. Instagram is vital to digital marketing and selling digital products. The reason is because the audience and the strategy you can employ on Instagram, you may mostly not be able to employ that on other platforms, which is why Instagram is still very important and very important in 2025. So understand that more than 2 billion people use Instagram monthly. All right, and that's more than 1 billion people on Instagram every day. So there are chances that your customers are on Instagram and all the time. So you would definitely be able to see them and be able to get across them and be able to convert them to becoming your customers. People on Instagram buy with emotions. That's another thing you have to understand. If you're able to work on their emotions, you'll be able to get them to buy from you. So understand that, and Instagram is one of the platforms that allows you to do that and get people to buy your product based on emotions. Now, another thing is this: they prioritize reels and shorts these days. Okay, so what most creators are doing is using reels because this is what Instagram prioritize. They have content they prioritize. Right now, reels is one of them, and reels works more than any other content you share on Instagram. So do understand that the amount of people who are using Instagram every day, and Instagram customers or people buy with emotions, and they prioritize certain content, which is one today, reels, right? So these are the reasons why you should make sure you use Instagram today. And instead of trying to fight the algorithms, try to make the algorithms work in your favor. That's the first thing you need to know about Instagram. Second part of this, we are going to talk about building that brand on Instagram, because this is very important, and this is where people get it wrong. Okay, it's not just having an account on Instagram that is the game. The way you set it up is very important, and these are the things you need to know. Optimizing your bio is one important thing, the way you write your bio. So just understand this. You have to make it very clear for people to know the problem you are solving, what you are doing with your profile, your website, whatever you have to do. Define that in a very clear and short way people can easily grasp. All right, they can just look at it and understand that that's exactly what you are offering. And then make sure you can use stuff like you're helping creators make passive income with resale rights products, something as simple as that. So people look at it and say, okay, this is what he does, this is what this page is all about. All right, and then you can have highlights, all right, on your profile that could be showcasing your products or testimonials and tips that people can easily scroll through, take a look at, and understand what your profile is all about. Another thing you have to do is to have a logo, a clear logo, or a personal profile picture that you can have on Instagram that will look attractive. People can see that and be able to recognize you. It's very important. It's part of building a brand, and you should not underestimate the value of having a good bio and a good profile picture. That is very important. Then having a link strategy, for example, having a short link where people can be able to view your profile, that is your website or your store, or look at your other accounts like your YouTube account, your Facebook account, and also where you have your digital product set up. So it could be using tools like Linktree or basically Beacon Store to link in your bio, so that when people look at your bio and they look at what you're doing, what you're offering, they can be able to click on that link and get more information, or visit your product store, right, and be able to have more insight about what you're selling or the solutions you are offering, or basically the problem you're solving. Do that in a very professional way so they can be able to grasp when they go through your account as well. Now, this is probably one of the most important part of this, content. All right. So content strategy that sells. You are not just creating content for likes, or you want people to engage with that content, which is very valuable, but you are creating content that sells, right? So you need to know the type of content. This is where majority of people get it wrong. Many people don't understand that it's not just about creating content, but content that truly sells, content that people can look at, right, and be able to take an action and buy from you. So one is creating educational content. It could be content that teaches people about your product or explain more about your products, all right, or help them solve a problem simply, but educational content we value helps a lot. Make sure these are the type of content you're creating. And then you have lifestyle and proof content. So basically you are showcasing those products, and as where you are sharing your sales testimonials, what people are saying about your products or brand generally, what people are saying about your services. All of that are things you need to understand that people truly love, people work with. As I said, people on Instagram work or buy with emotions. So with you sharing all of that, you are pushing them to see that, oh, you have customers that truly love your products and are taking action. They're buying, and these are their testimonials, and this is what they're saying about the brand. If you're sharing all of that, that is going to help them to make that buying decision. Now, promotional content, which is very, very important, and you don't need to also overdo this. All right, everything you do on your Instagram should be proportionally, measured. Don't overdo any of these things. So it should not be about sell or promotional content, but promotional content are very important, because this is when you get them to take that action. You share educational content, they learn from you or learn about your product, and then you have proof to show and lifestyle content, all of that, and then you share promotional content, and within that you have a CTR button so that they can be able to click on that button, either drop an email or just take an action and buy that particular product. All of that is very, very important. You can use stuff like, hey, grab this new book or this free book, or grab this free product, or, let's say a bundle of Canva templates that you just want to freely just share with them. All of that. Then when they click on it, they are interested, and now you ask them for their email, because you need their email. You need either their phone number or email to try to remarket to them. And this is the way you go. Okay, so with that promotional content, you are adding those links and requesting that information from them. So that's the part where you have to take seriously. And of course, you can basically create reads at least 3 to 4 times a week. This is very important. If you can do it more, that's excellent. That's great. So try to do that and try to make sure you are consistent. Okay, creating reads and creating this content so that you can consistently engage with your audience, attract new audience, and build our brand. So that being said, that's the third part, and we're talking about the fourth part of this strategy, what you need to do. This part, I call it growth hacking. All right, so you are using reels, you're using hashtags and collabs, you're collaborating with other creators, people who are creating similar content within the same space. All right. And when you create your content, you are using, let's say trending audios. Let's say if it is something that is going on, people love.
Why are you gay?
You can use that and lay some, footage on it. All right. That is going to also attract people. And then you can use some hashtags, about 5 to 10 hashtags on your post each time you do that. Okay. Hashtags today still helps, especially if you are growing your brand. We help you put you in search. So when people search, they may be able to find you. And also collaborate with partners. As I said, engagement is the key. So engagement here, when I mean engagement, you are going to other profiles, okay, people who are creating similar content, and you are engaging with them. And as well, you are responding to the comments, or when people send you DMs, you make sure you reply that as fast as possible, that we get them to take the right action and understand more about your brand. So engagement is the key on all social media platforms. Engagement is the key. Visit other profiles, either save, either share, either comment. You get more visibility doing that, and that helps you grow as well as it helps them as well. All right, so that's the fourth part. And the fifth part here, what I'm talking about, is turning your following into buyers. This is very important. All right, so you are growing at this point, you are beginning to have following, and you don't just want people to follow you, you want to turn these followers into loyal customers, right? So this is what you need to do to convert those people into buying customers. Number one, what you need to do is to give them free offers. As I was talking about, you can share some free ebooks, you can share a bundle of templates, you can share a free course that you just created, or a sneak peek that lay details of your offering, what you're offering. If it is digital products, you can have all of that in there, and just let them know that if they take a certain action at this point, this is what they're going to get, either a discount and all of that, or basically free offers that you will help them to take the first action. Now, this is basically, consistent, valuable content that you'll be creating. So they will always, get to see what you're doing and still engage with your profile, engage with your content anytime they go on the platform. You need to be consistent, and then launch an offer. When you launch an offer, at this point, what you're going to do is to promote those paid products, all right? So a bunch of apparel products that you may have on your store, this is when you start selling. This is when you start offering all of that and ask them to check it out and buy it and take that action. And it's very important, because this is when you make your money, and this is when you get them to take the right action. So you make sure they're checking that store consistently, and that is done by offering those products and services that you have on your store or your website. Now, follow up with DMs, all right? And it's very important when they check your profile or engage with that, or just drop a DM, or you see they engage, follow up with them. Now, there are tools that will help you do this, and I always recommend this. ManyChat and Mobile Monkey. These two tools are very important. We basically help you do the follow up. When they visit your pages, click on those links, put in their information. They will go out there and follow them up, send them DMs and send them emails consistently to make sure they purchase, because this is very important. When people engage with your content, these tools, we take notice, we grab their information, and we consistently engage with them. When they leave a comment, the tools are going after them.
FBI, open up!
The tools are basically making sure they take the right action to become your customers, your paying customers. So make sure you use these tools to advance your marketing strategy and get more conversions. So that's basically what you need to do, all those 5 steps. We basically help you build a brand on Instagram, selling digital products, and of course any other thing as well. But this is what you need to know. Instagram still works if you're using the right tools and you're using the right strategy, creating the right content. You will definitely build that authority on Instagram and be able to say as much as you can. So that's all I have to share here today and in this video. And I want to ask you again to make sure you subscribe so you won't miss other advanced videos I'm going to create around this topic: how to create ads on Instagram, how to create ads on Google, and promote your digital products. All of that is what I'm going to do in the near future. So make sure you don't miss out. I am teaching you everything you need to know about digital marketing and selling digital products online. Another thing is this: if you are ready to start selling digital products, you can visit resellerightsempire.com to check what we have. We have more than 1,000 digital products, and that's all you need. Like all the video courses, more than 200 video courses you have on there, more than 200 or 300 digital ebooks, audio files, everything, even website templates that we have on the platform that you can take advantage of. Instead of going to create yours, you can just get a membership and be able to have access to all of that and start branding, rebranding them, and selling them, making a living. So the link will be in the description. Check the description, visit Research Empire, take the action today. Make sure you become a member and start getting access to all what we have on the platform and start selling digital products online. Is very important and it's a great way to make passive income. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you, and thank you for being here today. See you next time.